I was organizing my pantry last week, something I do when I'm procrastinating about cleaning the garage, and I stumbled across a shelf full of vitamin bottles. Some of them were so old the labels had faded, and I thought, goodness, when did I become the person who hoards supplements like they're going out of style? But here's the truth. If you're over 60, you've probably been told your whole life that vitamins and supplements are the key to staying healthy. Walk into any pharmacy and there's an entire aisle shouting at us, take this for your bones, this one for your heart, this one will make you feel 25 again. And hey, I've fallen for it too. Who hasn't? But what if I told you some of those very supplements might be doing the opposite of what we hope? That instead of helping us feel youthful, they're quietly nudging us toward feeling older, slower, or even, well, unwell? Now don't get me wrong, I'm not here to villainize all supplements. Some are lifesavers, especially if your doctor has specifically recommended them. But today, we're going to talk about 6 that might be hiding in plain sight on your shelf, masquerading as health heroes when they're really not. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll look at that vitamin aisle with a whole new set of eyes. Let's start with one you've probably known since grade school, calcium. Calcium's reputation is sterling, right? We've all seen the ads. Strong bones, sturdy hips, a future free of fractures. And yes, calcium is crucial, especially for women over 60. But here's where things get tricky. As we age, our bodies don't absorb nutrients the way they did in our 30s or 40s. So when we pop high-dose calcium pills day after day, thinking we're doing our bones a favor, we might actually be setting off a chain reaction we never saw coming. Let me explain. Excess calcium from supplements, not from food, can start to build up in places it shouldn't. Like your arteries. Imagine pouring cement into a garden hose. Over time, that hose gets stiff, right? That's essentially what happens with arterial calcification. Studies have shown that folks who rely too heavily on calcium pills have a higher risk of heart disease, and believe me, that's not a trade-off anyone wants to make. And then there's the kidney stone factor. Oh, those little monsters. If you've ever passed one, you're probably shuddering right now. Too much calcium can team up with other minerals in your kidneys and form stones. Agonizing, sharp-edged stones. My neighbor, Helen, learned this the hard way. She'd been taking calcium supplements for years, convinced they'd protect her bones after her hip replacement. But last summer, a kidney stone landed her in the ER. I thought I was doing everything right, she told me. Turns out she was just taking the wrong kind of calcium. So what's the fix? Get your calcium from your plate, not a pill. Foods like collard greens, almonds, and even canned sardines with the bones, yes, really, are packed with calcium your body can actually use. Pair them with a little vitamin D from a walk in the sunshine, and you've got a recipe for bones that stay strong without the side effects. It's like nature's perfect pairing, no prescription required. Now let's talk about a supplement that might surprise you. This one's often marketed as an energy booster, especially for women. I'm talking about iron. And here's where things get, well, ironic. Unless your doctor has specifically diagnosed you with iron deficiency anemia, and I mean actually tested your levels, those iron supplements could be doing you dirty. Here's why. After 60, our bodies aren't as efficient at regulating iron. Think of it like an old furnace that doesn't burn fuel as cleanly. Excess iron doesn't just exit stage left. It sticks around, creating what scientists call oxidative stress. Fancy term, but it basically means your cells are getting rusted from the inside out. This damage speeds up aging and has been linked to everything from liver problems to memory issues. And here's a kicker. Too much iron can block your body from absorbing other nutrients you do need, like zinc, which keeps your immune system humming. My cousin Frank, bless his heart, started taking iron pills a few years back because he read online they'd help with his fatigue. Instead, he caught every cold that went around his grandkids' daycare. His doctor finally figured out his zinc levels were in the basement, thanks to all that extra iron. So what's the move? First, never take iron just in case. Always get your levels checked. And if you do need a boost, turn to food first. Lean meats, lentils, spinach, they're all iron-rich. Pair them with a squeeze of citrus, like orange juice or lemon, because vitamin C helps your body absorb iron naturally. It's like a little dance between nutrients, and you're the choreographer. Now, I know this might feel overwhelming. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, but I've been taking these for years. I get it. Change is hard, especially when it comes to habits we thought were helping. But here's the beautiful part. You're curious. You're here, listening, asking questions, and that's how we grow. Think of your body like a garden. When you're young, you might throw any old fertilizer on it and still get roses. But as the years go by, that garden gets a little more particular. It needs specific care, the right nutrients at the right time. And sometimes that means pulling a few weeds we mistakenly planted. So take a breath. Maybe even jot down a note to chat with your doctor about calcium and iron at your next visit. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about making small, smart tweaks that add up to a healthier, brighter you. Because you deserve to feel amazing in this chapter of life, don't you think? Now, these are just the first 2 supplements we need to rethink. But stick with me, because what comes next might just change how you see everything in that medicine cabinet. You know, after we chatted last time, I got a letter from a viewer named Barbara. She wrote, I tossed my calcium pills and started adding kale to my morning eggs. And honestly, I feel lighter somehow, like I'm not lugging around a pharmacy anymore. Isn't that wonderful? It's those little shifts that add up. Now let's keep that momentum going. Today, we're diving into 2 more supplements that might be hiding in your daily routine. Ones you've likely heard praised for everything from heart health to glowing skin. But here's the twist. After 60, their benefits can flip like a pancake stuck to the ceiling. Let's start with vitamin E. Vitamin E has this reputation as the fountain of youth in a capsule. Slap it on your skin, pop it as a pill, and voila, wrinkles vanish, right? Well, not exactly. Here's the thing. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, which means it fights off those pesky free radicals that age our cells. But here's where the plot thickens. Too much of it, especially in synthetic form, can turn from hero to villain faster than you can say anti-aging cream. Studies show that high doses of vitamin E supplements, think those 400 IU capsules, can actually increase your risk of bleeding. Yep, even something as simple as bumping your knee could leave a bruise the size of a peach. And if you're on blood thinners? Oh, honey, that's a risky combo. My friend Roy learned this the hard way after his dentist asked, "Are you on a blood-thinning regimen?" Following a routine cleaning that left him looking like he'd bitten into a cherry pie. Turns out, his daily vitamin E habit was quietly teaming up with his aspirin therapy. And there's another sneaky issue. Vitamin E supplements can interfere with medications like statins or thyroid meds, making them less effective. So what's the fix? Get your vitamin E from food. A handful of almonds, some sunflower seeds sprinkled on a salad, or even a slice of avocado toast. These give you the good stuff without the drama. Nature's doses are gentler, smarter, and come with a side of fiber. Win-win. Next up, fish oil. Now before you panic, I'm not here to bash fish oil entirely. Those omega-3s are rock stars for brain health and fighting inflammation. But here's the catch. Not all fish oil is created equal, and after 60, the risks start to outweigh the rewards if you're not careful. First off, fish oil is a blood thinner. For some folks, that's a good thing. It keeps things flowing smoothly. But combine it with aspirin or prescription blood thinners, and suddenly you're playing Jenga with your circulatory system. My cousin Diane, a marathon walker, bless her, ended up in the ER with a nosebleed that wouldn't quit because she'd been doubling up on fish oil for her joints. Then there's the freshness factor. Fish oil is delicate. If that bottle's been sitting in your hot kitchen cabinet for months, it can oxidize. Rancid fish oil? That's like pouring rusty water into your engine. It creates inflammation instead of fighting it, which is the opposite of what we want. And let's not forget the contaminants. Cheap brands might contain mercury or other toxins that accumulate in our bodies over time. So what's the smarter play? Eat the fish, not the pill. A serving of wild-caught salmon, mackerel, or sardines a couple times a week gives you those precious omega-3s without the guesswork. Not a fish fan? Try walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds. Your brain won't know the difference, and your taste buds might thank you. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but my doctor told me to take fish oil. And if that's the case, stick with it. This isn't about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's about making informed choices. Ask your doctor about the dose, the brand, and whether you still need it. Maybe you'll switch to a high-quality algae-based omega-3, or maybe you'll focus on food sources. The key is to ask questions. Because here's the truth. Aging isn't about losing control. It's about refining it. It's like tending a garden. You learn which plants thrive in the shade, which ones need more water, and which ones were never worth the hassle in the first place. Let me tell you about my Aunt Ginny. She's 92, sharp as a tack, and still tends her tomato plants every summer. When I asked her secret, she said, "I stopped fighting my body and started listening to it." She ditched the handful of supplements she'd taken for decades and started eating real food with real color. Now, does she miss the convenience of popping a pill? Maybe. But she'll tell you her afternoon snack of walnuts and dark chocolate beats any capsule. So if you take nothing else from today, take this. You have more power over your health than any supplement bottle. It's in the meals you cook, the walks you take, the conversations you have with your doctor. And sometimes, it's in the courage to say, maybe I don't need this anymore. Now we've covered 4 supplements so far: calcium, iron, vitamin E, and fish oil. But there are 2 more that might surprise you. Ones you'd never guess could be working against you. And trust me, when we talk about them next time, you'll see just how sneaky aging's silent partners can be. You know, there's something magical about pulling a carrot straight from the earth. It's sweet, crisp, and packed with all the good stuff nature intended. No labels, no capsules, just pure nourishment. It reminds me of what we've been talking about, letting food be our first medicine. Now let's dig into those final 2 supplements that might be lurking in your routine, ones you'd never suspect could be working against you after 60. First up, vitamin A. Vitamin A's reputation is golden, literally. It's celebrated for eye health, glowing skin, and immunity. But here's the twist. Too much of it in supplement form can turn toxic faster than you'd think. As we age, our bodies aren't as efficient at flushing out excess vitamins. And unlike the beta-carotene in carrots, which your body converts to vitamin A only as needed, these pills deliver a megadose all at once. Over time, that excess can build up in your liver, leading to dizziness, nausea, even hair loss. My friend Evelyn, an artist who swears by her vision vitamins, started taking high-dose vitamin A to protect her eyesight. But instead of sharper vision, she got splitting headaches and dry, itchy skin. Her doctor traced it straight back to those pills. "Stick to sweet potatoes," he told her. And guess what? Her skin's never looked better. So here's the fix. Swap the supplement for a rainbow plate. Orange veggies like carrots and squash, leafy greens, even a slice of cantaloupe. They're loaded with beta-carotene, and your body knows exactly how to use it. No guesswork, no risk. Just real food doing what it does best. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Multivitamins. They're the Swiss Army knife of supplements, right? One pill to cover all your bases. But here's the thing. Most multis are formulated for younger adults, not folks over 60. They often pack doses that clash with medications or overlap with fortified foods you're already eating, like cereal, bread, or even your morning protein bar. Take zinc, for example. Many multis have 100% of your daily value, but add that to a diet rich in meat or dairy, and suddenly you're over the limit. Too much zinc can mess with your copper levels, leading to anemia or nerve issues. And let's not forget iron. Many multis still include it, even though most seniors don't need extra, as we talked about earlier. My neighbor Herb, a crossword whiz, thought his daily multivitamin was his insurance policy. But after a routine blood test, his doctor flagged sky-high levels of B12 and folic acid. Turns out, his cereal, energy bar, and that multi were all pumping him full of the same nutrients. "You're paying to pee out the excess," his doc said. Now, Herb sticks to a simple vitamin D supplement and eats the rainbow. Literally, his grocery cart looks like a box of crayons. So what's the takeaway? Ditch the one-size-fits-all approach. Work with your doctor to identify your specific needs. Maybe it's vitamin D, maybe B12, maybe nothing at all. And focus on crowding out supplements with food. A handful of berries, a piece of grilled fish, a hearty lentil soup. These aren't just meals. They're your new supplements, courtesy of Mother Nature. Let's take a breath and look back at our 6 health heroes that might need a second glance. Calcium pills risking your heart and kidneys. Iron supplements rusting your cells. Vitamin E capsules thinning your blood. Fish oil gone rogue in your medicine cabinet. Vitamin A turning toxic. Multivitamins overloading your system. Now, I'm not saying toss every bottle tonight. Knowledge is power, not panic. The next time you're at the pharmacy, ask yourself, do I really need this? What does my doctor say? Could I get this from my plate instead? And remember, aging isn't about loss. It's about refinement. Like pruning a rose bush so it blooms brighter. You're not chasing youth. You're embracing wisdom. Wisdom to nourish yourself deeply, to listen to your body, and to let go of what no longer serves you. So here's my challenge to you. This week, pick one supplement we've talked about and chat with your doctor about it. Maybe it's the multivitamin, maybe the fish oil. Then try swapping it for a whole food alternative. Share what happens in the comments. I read every single one. And if this resonated with you, pass it on to a friend. We're all in this together. Before you go, let's make sure we stay connected. If today's tips resonated with you, or even if you're just curious to learn more, hit that subscribe button and join our Golden Wisdom family. Every time you subscribe, you're planting a seed for more honest, heartfelt conversations about thriving after 60. And while you're here, why not spread the wisdom? Share this video with a friend who might need it. Drop a comment below. And don't forget to explore our other videos here on Aging Too Fast After 60. Reverse these 3 silent habits today. They're packed with the same down-to-earth advice you'll find right here. And hey, if you found even one helpful tip today, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing family here at Golden Wisdom. Tap the bell icon too, so you never miss a chance to add more life to your years. Together, let's make aging not just about adding years to life, but life to years. Thank you for being part of this journey. Here's to your health, your wisdom, and the golden choices ahead. Stay curious, stay vibrant, and as always, stay golden.